associate union, and even teachers are saying it's racist. Minimum standards are racist. You can't do it to these kids. And of course, D is now a C. If I got a D, I'd have to repeat the class. Back when I was going to school. That was effectively a fail. The only reason you got a D is you didn't get 0 on your GPA. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. You can literally, it's crazy. And I tell you, I would homeschool my kids. Matter of fact, what I did is I sent my kids to private school, which anybody who could afford it has done so in the last 2 years. I mean, it is truly god-awful. And it's unfortunate. I'm getting on my high horse here. Let's go ahead and take some phone calls. We'll start with you, Chris. Welcome to Handle on the Law.
Okay, hey, my dad is in the market for a used car. Toyota Prius, so they're known for catalytic converter theft, but I was going to help him find one that hadn't had any problems. I'm a smog check inspector, so when he was out in another city, I said, hey Dad, you want to buy this car? Take it to get smog checked. They will make sure there's any aftermarket parts, the converter's been replaced, it will be replaced with the correct one. So he takes it in, passes. This shop I recommend it because it's a sister shop for the company that I work for. He doesn't want to drive the car. After he gets home, he doesn't want to drive it until he gets his catalytic converter theft shield installed on it. So when just a couple days ago, it shipped in the mail, and I go to help him put it on, and I'm like, wow, I noticed the cat is aftermarket, and it is not a California legal one. And there's also a sensor altercation on the car that would prevent the car's computer from knowing that the cat was not, quality of the standard. So now I'm upset that I can do this job as a inspector myself. Again, I'm upset that this was missed. It wasn't even a purchase car.
Yeah, okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask this. Let me cut you to the chase. When they do a test, if I'm correct, based on my experience with tests, the information is sent immediately to the state or the DMV instantly, and you're handed a receipt showing that it has passed.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and was your dad handed the receipt?
Yes.
And there it shows it had passed, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, and it hadn't passed.
Well, this is a visual portion of the test, so it's incumbent on the technician to report or to inspect the part thoroughly, and then to input that information onto the certificate.
Oh, and he didn't do that, but it's okay. So effectively, it didn't pass.
Or it would fail if I took it to any other place. I did a good job.
All right. Okay. And based on what you say, I think obviously the technician screwed up. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. Clearly, your dad drove off and bought the car. Okay. And you want to know what the damages are. Damages is, I guess, buying the car. The car is something. What your dad gets to do is sell the car, get rid of the car, either salvage it or fix it, put the right parts in, and the technician, that shop is liable for that. And it's just a question of repairing it, and there you go. You got to repair it, you pay for it. How much is it going to cost to repair it?
It's about $3,000 now.
Wow, $3,000 to bring it up to standard?
That's correct. And the owner of that shop is also my boss. So when I brought it to his attention,
good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, liability, $3,000 to repair that's insane. If it's just a cap, that's different. Even putting an entire new
catalytic. Well, catalytic.
Okay, fair enough. All right, whatever it is, I get it. So he's responsible for the cost of repairing it, but it's your boss. So guess what your dad gets to do? Figure it out. Split it maybe. Force the issue. File a lawsuit. You get fired. Yeah. I mean, those are your choices. I mean, it's your boss screws up, and you have to sue your boss. Guess what? That's a becomes problematic. This is Handle on the Law.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care, and here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. And what's more, they like it. MediShare has doubled the member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. MediShare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing, if you join before December 30th and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another 10% off all of 2024. That's 12 months of savings. So I'll give you the number here in a second, but call, you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 30th, so call now, you'll save even more. Here's the number, 844-50-BIBLE. That's 844-50-BIBLE, 844-50-BIBLE.
Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. You can always find people who are helping. Thank you to all the first responders who put their lives in danger to help us when my brothers and sisters and mom and dad and grandpa and grandma need them.
Thank you, first responders. This is what I signed up for as a first responder. I am constantly worried about being exposed to this virus and potentially bringing it back to my home and my family. I'm going to continue going to work day in and day out and providing help to those that need it.
We should look out for the helpers because they look out for us. Thank you, first responders.
Be safe, look after yourself, and look after one another. Thanks.
Learn how you can help first responders in your community by texting BRAVE to 24365. Holiday event is Alienware's biggest sale of the year. For a limited time, go beyond performance on select gaming laptops featuring Intel Core processors, plus some Alienware monitors and accessories. Shop now at alienware.com/deal.
Your pet is just most of the pet food on the market is cooked at high temperatures, which kills nutrients. A scoop of Dynamite is a 3-in-1 daily supplement, adding vaccine nutrients to your pup. Dynamite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at DINOVITE.com/radio. That's Dynamite.com/radio.
Happy year with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dynamite.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy-to-control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the option. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. All capacity buses will not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening now. Your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
For no cost gambling addiction, call 1-800-GAMBLE-4
Admitting I was powerless to solve my problem, I opened the door. I thought I was beyond that. Until I called 1-800-GAMBLE and was provided life-changing resources and referrals at zero cost. For no cost gambling addiction counseling, call 1-800-GAMBLE or text support to 53342.
California Department of Public Health.
Land all. Talk 650 and KNDE.com.
Handle here as we continue on with more Handle on the Law. Marginal legal advice. Hey Nathan, welcome to Handle on the Law.
Right, so 20 years ago, my dad retired from the Air Force with something that's called VSI, Voluntary Separation Initiative. And they paid him about $20,000 for 20 years. 10 years ago, he died, and the beneficiary was me and my brother. About 6 months after that, my brother died. So I was collecting all of my beneficiary money, and recently, his widow, she wasn't going to collect the money until she knew that he could owe taxes. He doesn't owe taxes, and so she called up the DSR, the Department of Defense, and they said that because my brother did not sign up as beneficiary, nobody can collect that money. And I'm trying to see if that's true.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it just go to? Yeah.
I don't know, but when's the last time money came through and you were able to get it?
Yeah, I've been collecting it for last year, so I collected my last year this last year.
Okay, so all you have to worry about is the government coming back to you and saying you got to pay it back. You got it. You received it wrong.
No, it's not that. No, so I collected my half. My brother died.
Right, I understand. And you collected his half, right?
No, I haven't collected my half. They're trying to get his half.
Oh, okay.
They're saying that because he never signed over.
Oh, I understand. Okay, so they're saying because he never signed over the beneficiary, no one gets it. So what's your question?
Yeah.
What's your question? Can you get it?
Is that true?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But thanks for calling. Always appreciate it. Alfonso. Hello, Alfonso.
Hi. So I have 3 children who I'm paying child support for. My boys, twin boys and my daughter. My twin boys just turned 18 in June, this past June. Am I still legally obligated to pay child support?
No, it depends. No, not really. Now, there are some instances where a judge will order child support stops at 18, which is the law. But college, and I've heard of this, they say the parents are still responsible, the child supporter is still responsible for helping out with college. But the answer is no, because your kids are no longer children. Your kids have reached majority. They're now adults. And you don't have to pay child support to an adult. You know why? Because they're not children anymore.
Right.
So you're done. You're done. Sue. Very important name. Sue.
Yes.
Welcome. Yes.
Yes, our brother lives in San Diego. He's a California resident. He has over $1 million in cash, and he is going to leave that all to us siblings. So my question is, does it have to go through probate?
Yeah, okay, let me ask this. How is the cash held? Is it a bank account? Is it cash?
They're in bank account.
They're in bank account. Yeah,
5 different bank accounts.
Yeah. Who are the beneficiaries of the bank account? Do you know?
No, I don't know. Another sister handles
Okay,
the
here.
finances.
Okay,
I do
all right.
see it.
Well, okay, hold on a minute. I have a bank account. And I either have no beneficiary. Here's the way I can handle my bank account. I have a bank account, and you're a signatory to the bank account. In other words, you can sign checks against it, even though it's my bank
Yes, she
account.
can.
She can or cannot?
She can.
She can. Well, if she's a signatory, she can write out the check. She's allowed to just write the checks out. If there is no beneficiary, if there is no additional signatory who is able to take out the money, now realistically, probate should be open, but it doesn't matter. It only has to be open in the event that it's still in the name of your brother and no one has access to it. Then you need a formal probate. The bank won't release it.
Okay.
Then the banks won't release it. But if you have access to the bank account, just write the check out because you can take the money out. There's nothing that stops, even when he was alive, nothing that stops her from taking the money out. I mean, I have bank accounts, right? Yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, I have a bank account with my partner, right? I can take out every dime, she can take out every dime because we're both on the bank account. Even if it's my bank account and she's allowed to come out. So, just have your sister.
What if her name is not on all the bank accounts?
Then the one.
It's on one.
Okay, then that one she can write checks out of. The other ones will, if there's nobody else on the bank account except your dead brother, and it's very difficult for a dead person to take money out of an account, very difficult for a dead person to sign checks, then those are going to have to go through probate.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, that's the way it works. But it's $1 million, too. I mean, $1 million in cash, yeah. Oh, hello, Martha. Welcome.
Hi. My husband bought a house, a solo, and then after that, was added to the grand deed. The inspector, we're getting inspected the house for lead poison, and the inspector said I'm not as the owner. And in the title it says my name, and the property for sale has my name, but
No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If you're not on the grant deed, if you are not on title, it can go ahead and send anybody and put my name on it. And that's not determinative. There's no damage. In other words, let's do this. Let me go in a different direction. Someone buys a house and then turns around and goes, Martha, I found out that Martha really isn't an owner, therefore I'm not buying the house, or I wouldn't have bought the house. Really? So, no, you're fine. Your husband owns the house, and that's it. You have absolutely no liability. You don't own the house. What's going to happen if he dies? You're going to own the house. Do you have kids?
no, we don't have kids.
Oh, then the house would go to you if he died.
But right now I'm not the owner then?
No, you're not the owner. If your name isn't on title, if the only place your name shows up is you're the owner on some sign or some kind of listing, that doesn't matter. Are you on title with the house? Is the house owned by you on title?
On the title, yes. It's Cynthia, yes.
If you're on title, of course you own the home. Cynthia, I'm going to start using my patience here. Okay? I asked you, you said your name isn't on it. Your name is on it. And if your name is on it, then you own the house with your husband.
I don't know what is he saying that it's not?
It doesn't matter what he says. If your name is on it, you own the house with him.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. On her way to the Mensa meeting, I'm glad she called. All right, Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany. Well, you know what? Hold on a minute, Tiffany. I'll get back to you in just a moment. First, I want to tell those people who are in pain, chronic pain. Living in chronic pain, well, that's pain. I mean, serious pain and trauma. And not just for you who live in pain, but also for your loved ones, and you're living with them. Now, when I go to urgent care, I do it with a paper cut. To me, that's pain. However, I know people who live in pain, serious pain, chronic pain, debilitating. And if you happen to be that way or know someone who does, especially a loved one, listen to the Pain Game podcast. It's a show about living with chronic pain, with trauma. I know the host. This is really valuable stuff, and I know how people relate to it and how it helps them. The podcast is funny, sad, it teaches, it inspires, all of that. And the host, Lindsay Soprano, who I happen to know, shares her stories of living with chronic pain and trauma, and she has lots of it, 24/7. And her guests have either lived with or dealt with this pain and trauma, anything from experts in the field to lawyers, stay-at-home moms across the board. And every episode ends with a message of hope. You're going to understand what the show really is about, is giving pain purpose. So, go to the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts, the Pain Game Podcast. That is the Pain Game Podcast. This is Handle on the Law.
I bought one bottle of Harum. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it, and I had a balding spot on the crown, and I don't have that bald spot anymore. So I know it's working for me. I can definitely tell a difference. And my barber said your hair seems thicker. I have fine hair, but it's just thicker. It's kind of gradual, but like I said, I've only had one bottle.
Fantastic results, Mark. Harum can absolutely regrow your hair. Made for both men and women and all hair types. Harum treats receding hairlines, the crown of the head, and thinning hair. Harum has proven to be as effective as minoxidil, but without harsh chemicals, no side effects, and provides long-lasting results. For a natural solution to regrow thicker, healthier hair, go to greatlifenow.com and see how you can get a free bottle of Harem today. That's greatlifenow.